probably more trite. There is news this week regarding X-Men 97, which I believe comes out, Tuesday?
Yeah, it's coming up pretty quick, I think.
I want to say the 20th is their Disney Plus is dropping the first 2 episodes, and then it's going to be episodic each week. Fantastic. Everyone's excited about it until they started putting out some of the stills, which again looked pretty cool. There's nothing wrong with it, but
then the trailer
juiciness.
Came out.
Yeah. The trailer, it wasn't the worst thing. It's not the best. It didn't make me be like, hey. But then we find out that the showrunner was removed from the show completely. Was not invited to the premiere. Is not invited to anything for the show.
No promotions.
Is not allowed to talk about it online. Anything. And so X-Men's going to go on this week without its daddy.
Later, Bo.
Yeah, it felt kind of bad about Bo DeMaio, but at the same time, it's like, what did he do? Like, we saw this with Jonathan Majors, where he was going to be the next bad motherfucker in the Marvel Universe. Yeah. And that went away fast, super fast, to the point that they sunk Phase 4 more or less intentionally. Like, they let it fizzle and pop.
Yeah, and Kang Dynasty is completely getting a new title and is being rewritten as we speak.
Yes, it is currently just being titled as Avengers 5.
Yep.
I'm like, but there are no more Avengers left.
Yeah, they pretty much got rid of everybody.
Kind of, I'm really excited for it to be X-Men at this point. So, but that being said, back to transition again. The head of Marvel Animation said, I can't talk about the details, but he says, basically, I can tell you that Bo had a real respect and passion for these characters and wrote what I think are excellent scripts that really the rest of the, I can't read. He was basically saying what a great guy he was, and he was totally into it. And everything would have been just fine, but they had to part ways. And he was asked if they considered it a firing, and he said, no, absolutely not. So that tells me that they let him get away with his integrity for the time being, and whenever charges come out, we'll hear about it then.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's not the case. I really don't know, but that's shitty if they just kind of canned him for nothing.
Well, there's rumors abound, they found out about his OnlyFans page, and he's basically been summarily fired. He's not in a good spot. Disney does not just fire people, and he's African American. He's gay. He's got an OnlyFans page.
Oh,
it's kind of like, oh, wait, they fired somebody like him? Disney doesn't usually do that. And to fire somebody like that and basically forbid them from promotion, any sort of marketing, any sort of anything. What the fuck did he do that Disney was like, you're out of here, get the fuck out? It's like that scene from Trading Places with Eddie Murphy. Everybody, get the fuck out.
I don't know, man. I don't.
The whole thing's weird, dude.
It sounds it, but if it's just because he had an OnlyFans site, that's kind of harsh, I think. I don't like seeing teachers get fucking shit canned for that, or anybody, because it's seriously, and this is not the case with him. If the teachers got paid better, they wouldn't need to have an OnlyFans site. But in this particular case, yeah, it sounds like something steamy or gossipy may have happened, because they make it sound very mysterious.
Yeah, something's very it feels scandalous. Nobody knows anything. We're just speculating here, but 1 + 1 does not equal 5 here. So something's very amiss, very wrong, and it's very telling. So maybe they watched some of the X-Men. They didn't like his antics behind the scenes. Maybe it's just overall they're like, this guy's more trouble than he's worth. Get him out of here. Or something really bad happened and they're trying to get ahead of it. I don't know. Like I said, we're all just speculating here. Nobody knows anything but Disney and Bo.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm very curious though, and
yeah,
it just sounds more and more juicy and gossipy, and it's like I don't want to be that clucky hen, but God, that sounds fun. And I'm also concerned about the show. Like, I don't want this show to tank. I would love X-Men to come back and be what it used to be. And I want it to be what it was in the 90s. It looked beautiful. It felt beautiful. It had a beautiful fucking message to it.
Yeah.
Everything after the movies and Bryan Singer and Grant Morrison got their hands on the shit sucked butt. Couldn't really care less about it. This is giving those characters in that time a chance to live again, and for us to live again through it with our kids.
Right.
But it sounds like they're trying to take away certain things, and I hope that's not the case. I really hope it's not. I'm sad that they're bringing Mr. Sinister back. Like, they really overused his shit in the series.
Yeah, no kidding on that one.
But
I mean, I like Mr. Sinister. We can only hope that things are gonna turn out okay. But I think with Disney's track record, Marvel's track record, we're all a little apprehensive about what we're going to be getting. We're hoping we're going to get something more akin to what we saw years ago, rather than something that's more modernized. And it's got the more Disney model of, hey, let's insert this virtue signaling in here. Hey, let's do this virtue signaling in there. Hopefully we're not doing that, but I don't know until we get it out. And we got our buddy Skeeter, who's actively recatching up on the original series on Disney Plus, and he's finding many scenes that have a little clip of "please remove scene here" in some of the episodes, and he's got some screen caps on his Twitter. If I had thought about it, I actually would have saved some of that or put it on a tab and brought that up.
They're in our Facebook group.
Oh, let me go to that then.
Plug, shameless plug.
Yeah, plug. Check us out on our Facebook group. Let's see here. You talk while I find that.
That'll go to a recurring theme that we'll have on the show, I'm sure, about the importance of physical media. Like, if you don't have those 5 discs, like, Disney's removed several episodes here and there throughout and put them back on. They've edited several episodes, as Skeets is showing us. Like, they're still in the process of doing it. Like, they forget to remove certain things. They're blurring out titles of books because the titles were actual book titles and they don't want to pay royalties. I get that. So
yeah, look at this thing. Season 3, episode 5, Phoenix Saga Part 3. Cut out these frames. What the fuck, Disney? You shouldn't be cutting out shit from the 90s.
No. Like, and they did that with the Muppet Show, and that eventually got quieted down.
Yeah.
And to a large degree, you can understand some of the cuts they made to the Muppet Show for it being Disney Plus. But now that Disney Plus has grown and they've incorporated so many more of the Fox titles in there, I say, why bother? Why bother editing that shit? There's much worse that's on Disney Plus right now than that.
Oh, absolutely. And every streamer is like editing something to some degree. It's like, what are you willing to put up with, not accept? I don't tolerate that crap at all. I love my physical media collection. I'm not going to be that guy that's like, hey, physical media trumps all. No, there's a place for streaming, but buyer beware with the streaming services. You won't always get what you want on your streaming service, and they can pull your titles at any time. You don't want that. Physical media is your thing. So go out, buy your favorite show, go out, buy your favorite movies. You don't have to buy every movie. You don't have to buy every TV show, but you do have to check out our podcast and our YouTube channel.
That's true. That's true. And we'll tell you where you could watch these things. And most of the things that we watch are available on streaming for free. Or like everybody has it, like it was handed out like samples of Tide in the mail in the 80s and 90s.